Is Dior Sauvage still worth it in 2020? Hi, I'm Anthony Alsanti, and for those of you that are returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you that are new, like I said, my name is Anthony Alsanti, and I want to be your go-to guy for everything fragrance. My job is to instill the love and the passion for the artwork that is fragrance that I have into you. If that sounds interesting to you, please feel free to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the bell so you get notified every time I release new videos. Now, Dior Sauvage was released in 2015 by Dior, and since then, Dior has released multiple flankers to the fragrance, such as Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum and Parfum. Now, both of those fragrances are nowhere near as fresh and as piercing as this one is when you first put it on. When I first smelled this fragrance in the department store, I said to myself, this isn't that great, it's too safe, it's too clean. I have other scents that do what it does, probably a little bit better since they're more specialized for certain occasions, whereas this one is more of an all-around scent. And I went home and I watched some reviews on it, and the reviews on it were outstanding. People were saying the compliments they were getting were ridiculous. Everything, the compliments, the longevity, the performance was ridiculous. It smelled so good. They were getting outstanding ladies' reactions, and I said to myself, maybe I should go give this one a second try. So I did that. And when I went the second time, they had the big picture of Johnny Depp, who is the front man for this fragrance. Johnny Depp was staring right at me. It was almost like he was telling me, come try this fragrance, you need this fragrance. So I smelled it again, and I gotta tell you, I was thoroughly amazed with how the fragrance smelled, and I said to myself, okay, I think I might need this one. Now, the reason I ask, is Dior Sauvage still worth it in 2020, is because I see a lot of reviewers putting up videos. Is Dior Sauvage still worth it in 2020? Or Dior Sauvage still worth it? Still worth it? Should you buy Dior Sauvage? And I see them saying stuff like the fragrance is outdated or it's a little bit outplayed, which is a little bit ridiculous to me because the fragrance was only released 5 years ago. You have scents that are like this one, which are soapy, clean, and fresh, classy, like Dior Eau Sauvage, which was released in 1966, still being worn today successfully. Dior Sauvage is 5 years old. It's a clean shower gel modern take on a fragrance, and people are saying it's outdated? I don't think so. This one has ambroxan in it, which is a slightly woodsy note, but it's going to give it a piercing freshness that is perfect for the nighttime when you want a little more musk in your fragrance. Now, Dior Sauvage also has some bergamot, maybe some grapefruit in here, and some black pepper in it. Not the pepper that you're going to smell and you're going to sneeze. It's a very light, clean, fresh pepper, if that makes any sense at all. I can see this one being worn by youth only. Youth, I mean 15 to 35. I can't really see older guys wearing this one as it is such a modern, clean shower gel type sporty scent. So if I were you, I would not really worry much about what reviewers are saying, and I would buy this one hands down, no question. It's a fresh, modern scent. It is not outdated at all, regardless of what the reviewers are telling you. It is a very long-lasting fresh fragrance, which is not very common for fresh fragrances. They usually don't last that long, and this one is not that overplayed. Yes, a lot of people in their 30s or late 20s might be wearing this one, but if you are maybe 15 to 25, I would not worry about purchasing Dior Sauvage at all. This one is a very safe bet for you. Now, I've also seen reviewers say this one is overworn and too outplayed. That, in my particular experience, is not the case at all. I've only smelled one other person who wore Dior Sauvage, ever, one other person. I go to a college with upwards of 7,000 people, and one person that I happened to be in his room because he was my RA and we were doing an interview together. I was in his room and he had Dior Sauvage on his counter. That's the only reason I know he had it. Other than that, I've never smelled it on anybody. If you're a college or a high school student, chances are kids your age are not worried about how they smell as much as people used to be back in the day. Fragrance is somewhat of a dwindling art form in kids that are younger. Something that I wish was not the case. I hear girls saying all the time, I wish more guys wore cologne, or I wish guys wore more cologne. Just, they're disappointed because a lot of high school guys and college guys aren't wearing stuff. If they are wearing stuff, it's very cheap, $5 scents, maybe like Adidas or something you can get at the general store like Brute or something like that. They're not really worried about spending $80, $90 for Dior Sauvage. Dior Sauvage, for a guy that is in a high school or college, don't worry about the people that are going to wear it, because there's not going to be too many people that are wearing it unless you're in a very highly populated area like New York City or Los Angeles. You won't really have much of a problem because not too many people are going to be wearing cologne, let alone the one that you wear. Just by chance, they have Dior Sauvage. Just a few more thoughts about Dior Sauvage before I get into the ratings for this scent. Dior Sauvage has the best atomizer I have ever experienced on any fragrance ever. This stuff allows you to spray a little bit if you want, and it allows you to spray a lot if you want. The distribution is wonderful. The atomizer is not going to be any of your worries at all. When you first spray this stuff on, you're going to get a blast of ambroxan and citruses, and that is going to last throughout the entire fragrance, as this fragrance really does not change that much on your skin. It is a very linear scent, but guess what? It lasts forever, and it's a very clean scent. I'd say the opening is fantastic, and the opening lasts forever on your skin. The opening never changes through the mid or the bottom of the fragrance. It just stays the same, which is not really a complaint. It's not a bad thing because the opening is fantastic. So, with that being said, I have gotten a lot of compliments with this fragrance. A lot of people are going to tell you this is their #1 or #2 compliment getting fragrance. Even those reviewers that are saying this one is outdated and a little bit overplayed, they're still going to tell you this is their most or one of their most complimented fragrances. But they're going to tell you not to buy it because it's a little outdated or overplayed, which really does not make sense to me, like I said, because we have 30-year-old fragrances still being worn today and successfully being worn today. Dior Sauvage is a fragrance that was released 5 years ago. It's a modern shower gel scent, and they're saying it's outdated and overplayed, whereas the 30-year-old fragrances aren't. It just doesn't really make much sense to me. I got compliments with this one saying, "You smell like a model. You smell absolutely fantastic," or "Oh my God, what are you wearing? I need to buy that for my boyfriend," or "I need to buy that for my dad," or something like that. I get those all the time when I'm wearing this stuff. It projects and it lasts forever. I'm just saying the compliments are wonderful and the performance is wonderful. I cannot really say enough good things about this fragrance. This fragrance is fantastic and it's a top seller for a reason. Now let's get into the ratings for this scent. The longevity for Dior Sauvage is fantastic, like I already stated. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 for the longevity. It lasts a good 8 to 10 hours, which is ridiculous for a fresh fragrance. Fresh fragrances, like I said, don't usually last that long. This one lasts forever. Longevity is not going to be one of your worries at all. Projection, I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. Projection is fantastic. You're going to get a good 4 or 5 feet within the first 2 to 3 hours for wearing this one. When you're outside in the sun is when this one is really going to shine. I've been playing basketball with my friends wearing this, and they say, "Dude, you smell fantastic," and they'll be on the other side of the court. "Anthony, I can smell you as soon as I got out of my car to play basketball with you." That's how much this one projects. They don't say anything bad about it either because it's a very pleasing scent. They like it. They're like, "What is that? I want it." It's not like they're walking out of their cars and saying, "Whoa, somebody smells like a bad cologne." They say, "I want that stuff. What is it?" The longevity and projection of this stuff is fantastic. So for projection, I give it a 9 out of 10. For versatility, this one is going to have to get a 10 out of 10, without a doubt. You can wear it all year round, without a doubt. Nighttime, daytime, formally dressed, casually dressed, perfectly. I do have some fragrances that do what this does in every situation better than Dior Sauvage does. Like, I do have a specific fragrance for the date night. I do have a specific fragrance for the daytime. I do have a specific fragrance for the gym. I do have a specific fragrance for just chilling with the guys, okay? This one is kind of the dumb reach when you don't want to think about what to get or what to grab to wear. This is the one you grab for. I have other specialized stuff that does certain situations better than Dior Sauvage does, but if you want one cologne that is going to get you through any situation, anytime, anywhere, if you're a younger guy, Dior Sauvage is the one to go with. Sillage, 9 out of 10. Sillage, 9 out of 10 without a doubt. This one leaves a very long scent trail. Like I said, my friend was walking out of his car when I was down a hill where the basketball court was, and he said, "Anthony, I can smell you all the way from over here." And he was a good 50 yards away from me. Unbelievable sillage. This stuff is going to last forever. Compliments, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 compliments. Almost every time you wear this stuff, you're going to get a compliment without a doubt. Like I said, people told me I smell like a model. People told me I smell great, fantastic. They want to buy the stuff which kind of gets me a little weary. I don't want to tell him what I'm wearing, but I end up telling him anyways because I'm too nice of a guy. So overall for this fragrance, I'm gonna have to give it a 9.4 out of 10. This stuff, I cannot recommend it enough to you if you're a younger guy, 15 to 25, and even if you're in a low populated area, 25 to 35. This stuff is just incredible. A modern, clean, fresh, soapy shower gel scent that is going to work in every situation. I can't recommend it enough to you guys. Just get your hands on Dior Sauvage. It's not that expensive. I'd say $70 for 3.4 ounce if I'm not wrong, maybe $80 for a 3.4 ounce. That is going to be a very good price for a high-end designer fragrance. Nothing to complain about here. This is just stuff you need to get your hands on. It is a must-have for everybody's collection. That's it for the review. Now guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you could do me a huge favor, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit the bell so you get notified every time I release new videos. Down in the comments, I want you to let me know, what is your signature scent? What is your signature scent? I want to know, and I want to give you some feedback on it. I also want to know if you have ever smelled Dior Sauvage. If you've ever smelled Dior Sauvage, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Guys, that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. Keep on rocking, keep on smelling great, and I'll see you next time.